Hello everyone, I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls 2, Scar of the First Sin, here in New Game Plus. Um, Last we left off, we did Harvest Valley. Harvest Valley. Start off right by Chloe Ann at the entrance, talk to her, make sure we basically make sure she moved to or talk to her. It's also dialogue, so she says, she'll move and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we just went through the valley. Yep. The first little pit area, cleared it out of the crawling gods on the bottom, the overseer, the giant guy with the little guy on his back. Cleared out that area. Nothing really special. I mean, not that I can remember anyway. If anything, it's going to be a change in pickup, but I don't think there was one. It's not that I remember anyway. I think all the enemies are basically the same. As met Gavlon, grabbed the fragrant branch of yore from one of the chests. Another fire seed. Then again met with Gavlon, did some selling, some wheeling and dealing. Then we went to the transition to the next area through the fire sorceresses and all that stuff. Again, there's nothing really new there. Hit the bonfire, the little crystal lizards. Then we went left into like the little abandoned mine area. There is a difference there. There's actually an added enemy, a red phantom, artificial undead. That little room with all of them in it. Yeah, instead of doing 4, there's a 5th one, so that was all fun. But luckily, I did aggro them. Kind of worked my way back to the crystal lizard area, where I was able to like pick a few of them off one by one. So that definitely helped. So, yep. And then we went to that little mine area, cleared it out of all the items there. Again, as far as I could tell, nothing really new. Then we press forward to where the little overseer breaks the one wall. And then I noticed another red phantom, past the other wall that the overseer would break. But it turns out that red phantom artificial undead, he can also break those walls. So that's actually really nice, because then you can get the overseer's attention, have him break the first wall, deal with the overseer, and then have the artificial undead break the other wall. So that's a very nice. But so we dealt with them, looted the old knight's great shield and pike. I think it's what it's behind there. So, yep. And we dropped down into the poison-filled tunnels to grab the poison stone and poison resin. Yep. And then we cleared out the other pit, or at least we tried. Yeah, I died there. I'm pretty sure what happens was the sorceress on top of the tower here, who bombards the pit from above. I think we got hit by one of her fireballs. It slowed us down. And the steel worker that was right in front of us slammed us with his hammer. And then we got hit again by his little shockwave. So we were like, basically he double hitted us, which is nuts. But yeah, that was on me. But anyway, so yep, ran back to the open pit area, dealt with the steelworkers, avoided the fireballs, dealt with the overseers in the pits, the skeletons and down below as well. Looted out the area. For the main loot was the slab and I think the washing pole, but I think the rest of it's mostly the same. If anything different, there was one pickup in one of the yellow alcoves that had like 3 large shards and 3 effigies. I think that might have been different, but just like 3 times what was usually there, which is an effigy and a large shard. But I think that's the only change there. I think there was actually an additional overseer in that little pit. I mean, not overseer, a steel worker on the top level. I'm pretty sure that's also new. I'll have to double check, but went and joined the Sunlight Covenant, because that is where the altar is located. Made my way here into the lower part of the Earthen Peak. Talked with Lucatiel, looted out the area. Nothing really new that I could tell. Dealt with mannequins, the sorceress. And we went and fought the Covetous Demon. Well, I put the words fight loosely. It was more just me smacking him around. But yeah, Covetous Demon is one of the easiest bosses in the game. So it's like he has his moments where if he eats you, he'll forcefully unequip all your equipment, and that could definitely be a little nerve-wracking because you're just trying to scramble to put all your stuff back on. But as long as you stick to his side, you should be relatively okay. And the only thing you got to watch out for is this little rolling body slam thing, attack, whatever. But yep. And then we came up here to the bonfire, and I think that was it. I think that's all I did. Did the Harvest Valley. Yep. And between episodes, I didn't really do anything. I think I upgraded 2 weapons, really. Upgraded the Dragon Rider Halberd and the Black Knight Halberd here to as high as I could. So the Dragon Rider Halberd's +5, Black Knight Halberd's +1, because I only had 2 Twinkling Titanites. I need like 15 to fully max it out. So yeah, it's gonna be a while. But I want to give the halberds a try again. They're not very good here in Dark Souls 2 because of the sweet spot mechanics. So if you don't hit them with the blade of the weapon, you're going to reduce the damage. So spacing is key with halberds. So I just want to give it a try. Yep, and that was it. That's basically all I did between episodes. Just upgrade, and that was it. Yep. And today we'll be doing the Earthen Peak. Yep, gotta make our way to the Iron Keep somehow. So might as well go through here. Yep. So there is Pate. I don't feel like talking to him. I'll talk to him, but nah, I don't really need to, but I'll just talk to him anyway. There's Pate. We have Mytha to deal with. So yep. So that's the plan. We'll see how far. You might go back to the Undead Purgatory after this. I don't know. I mean, I still have to get the lizard staff, I think, from them, but to be honest, I don't really care for it, so I just might as well just do the Purgatory either at the end of this episode or eventually, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. Yep. And our equipment for today, at least starting out, the Black Knight Halberd +1. Yep, got some fire on us because I think most things here are weak to fire, or weak-ish to fire anyway. I know Mytha is weak to fire, but I'm not quite sure about anybody else. Yeah, again, it's only +1 because I only had enough stones to upgrade it once. We got my bow, shield, pyromancy, because again, fire. Calamity ring, steel ring protection, because this armor doesn't have that much physical defense, but it is light. Stone ring's the best ring. Strength ring, because I believe I needed like 30 something. Oh no, it's mostly dex now. Never mind. I think I had this on for the Dragon Rider Halberd, but I don't think I need it here, so I can change it out to something else. Ring of Blades is also probably a good idea, although Clear Bluestone's also good because I'm using pyromancies. Faster cast speed's always good. I'll probably stick with the Clear Bluestone. Alright. I have my Alva get up. Yep. Dead Sorceress Hood, Alva armor, gauntlets, and greaves. Yep. Not the most physical, or not the best armor, but it's definitely light for its defenses, so that's pretty good. Got my flask, my gems, feather, iron arrows, fire arrows. I might need those. We'll see. Although charms are probably better. Yeah, we'll do that. Yep. I should have 3 copies of combustion, 2 great fireballs, and flame weapon. Yep. Because you can buff the Black Knight Halberd. Yes, you can. So it says it does fire damage. More fire damage is always good. All right. And if depending on how well these halberds do, I'll probably change it out, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, I think I rambled on long enough. So we get this show on the road. Get this show on the road. Oh, no, he's gonna attempt to path to us, so that's always fun. Yep. Take out enemies where you can. Ah, we can hit you, but you can't hit us. He might come back to his little chest, but we'll see. Yeah, ow. I need more poise. Yeah, if I'm gonna... yeah, these mannequins are gonna, like, be a problem. Yeah. I'm going to switch out the ring for Giant's Ring. Yeah, I'm gonna need more poise. Just to fight the mannequins, I'm gonna need more poise. Radiant gem. So I already deal with... oh, you're new. That used to be an archer. Now it should say sorceress. Huh. I mean... alright. Yeah, that used to be an archer in New Game, so now it's a sorceress in New Game Plus. Huh. Huh. Let's get his attention, because I don't feel like going over there. It might be possible to jump from here to there with the butterfly set. I don't feel like testing it out. I might test it on my own, but not right now. Let me aggro these guys. That works. Trying to dismantle ambushes before they become a problem. So, there's an invader here. I feel like there's an invader. Head this way. This should lift that up. Thank you. He was behind the chest. Yeah, here's the chest. He was behind this one. Not a mimic. There's the pike. Cool. Probably won't be using it, but it's there if you need it. Alright. Alright, mannequins, let's go. Oh, you're not dead, huh? Get my stamina back. I feel like you weren't dead, huh? Ah. This is what I get for not using an upgraded weapon. That's not what I wanted. It's a mannequin. Ah. I don't like mannequins. Nope. What, we could... Well, there goes her body. Mannequin gloves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can jump this gap with the butterfly set, so... You know what? Screw it, let's find out. Let us find out. This is probably a bad idea. Nope. Alright. You just can't. Alright. Either that or I missed... or I jumped too early. I'm pretty sure you can make that jump, but... yeah, whatever. So... I'll pause it here and get back to where we were, so you don't have to deal with all that shenanigans again. Alright. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I went and got my souls. Not going to try that jump again, even though I'm positive you can make it. I'm just bad at it. So, we'll get to those items the normal way. Yep, so. Oh well. So I dealt with these mannequins, dealt with the little ambush again. So, hopefully, you know. This guy, I think he sits in the spot. There we go. Brave Warden Mask. Alright. I'm curious. I know you actually have to use a. So you have to actually use the torch for that. All right. Yeah, that was a block. Top, thank you. Bonfire right through here. Yep, there you are. Light the bonfire. Light the torch. And then we'll go burn, baby, burn. Burn. Coming for you, Mytha. Alright. So that'll take a minute for everything here to stop, so we'll get going. Alright, we'll just keep going. Block fire bombs. Alright, come on. Pathfind to us. Let's go. Thank you. Gloves again. I'm pretty sure another one jumps down. Oh, another one doesn't drop down. Oh, but there is the trap. You gotta watch out for the trap. There's the mannequin mask. Yep. Yeah, because there's the arrow there, so we have to watch out for the switch on the floor. I think it's over here. Yep, there it is. Alright, so before going up, let us get out here. Mannequin to the left. Probably mannequin to the right. go. Yep, you saw like 3 different attack values. There's the 250 when we were up close, the 400 were slightly out of range or at the tip, and like that 500 was a sweet spot. Yep, sweet spot mechanic, Dark Souls 2. Oop. Just curious, but. And so we come out here, Mr. Gilligan. Make sure we're not followed. All right.
Shush. I'm on. Yeah. You want?
Blah blah blah. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll watch the cutscene. Why not? Him and his beer belly.
Go on ahead. I won't offer this deal twice.
All right. Oh.
Oh. Wet and
Just
that
talk to make sure he moves on.
We come and this that she's I'm
There he goes. He was talking about how Mytha imbibed herself in poison in order to remain beautiful, and in order to get the love of her life, buy a miniature. And also buy these if we want. Ooze for sure. Let's get like 18. I like even numbers. All right.
no mate.
All right. Go down. There should be some twinkly titanite that I'll need to upgrade the halberd. There we go. Twinkly titanite for his lockstone. That should be enough twinkly titanite to upgrade the halberd to +2. It's like I need 2 to upgrade it to +2. Yeah, I should have done some twinkly titanite farming before I went to New Game Plus, but you know, wasn't really thinking that far ahead. Is this lower gate? Yes, it does. Why? Why? Why is that there? Why could you lower that gate? Unless it's for like a PvP purposes, sure, but yeah. Try not to get poisoned. Well, we kind of trapped ourselves here, so that's fine. Right here, stamina back. Stamina back. There we go. I'm starting to get the hang of where the sweet spot is on this weapon. You have to be like about that far, about there. Yeah. All right. There's a ladder here. I know there's stuff underneath. Yeah, we'll grab the stuff first. Where is it? Right here. Alright. Grab the stuff underneath. Large soul and divine blessing, sure. Up the ladder here. Oh, mannequin. You gonna bust it open? Yeah, he's blocking. You can't quite tell, but he is blocking. Oop. I thought I was gonna ricochet there, but luckily we didn't. Alright. Should be... There's Pate. Talk to him, get his stuff.
This, I don't... Well, this I don't.
Oh no, we didn't. Okay.
This I don't.
No, that's right. We didn't summon him for the last giant, so he's not gonna give us the stuff then. I was hoping for a backstab. There we go. Not gonna go that way just yet. Sorceress. There should be another one to our left, so let's be careful. There she is. Luckily, we're just out of her range. There's another mannequin. That's a mannequin archer. I think you're trapped. I think you might be an arrow trap. Poison. Alright. Ferrous Lockstone, we'll take it. Alright. Sorceress's Hood. Another thing we could sell to Gavlon. Oh, almost got poison there. Iron arrows. Flame butterfly. This is where the mannequins drop off the edges here, but I think I already took care of all of them. Yeah, this is where the little trap was, where the mannequins hop up. And that's where they're... Alright. Let us double back to that guy. Having the butterfly wings on would probably help. At least it should. I mean... That's right. We do need to go get the... I think it's... Oh, I forgot about you. Bam. So we hit him as he was coming down. So that was nice. He's blocking. Yep, we were slowly poisoning him, although I don't think he's... I'm not 100% sure if he's susceptible to poison or not. I think he is, but he's probably pretty resistant to it. Alright. Warrior in water. We'll take it. Divine blessing. Now we'll put the wings back on. Just so I can make that jump a little bit better. Here's the door to Pates. Non-mimic. Great heavy soul arrow. Alright. I think that was the treasure he was talking about.
Well, perhaps in it. I prefer now the poor bloke. You begin.
He was talking about Creighton. There's still another drop down. I think it's right here. Yep, here it is. Here's, I think this is Great Lightning Spear? I hope it's Great Lightning Spear. It's probably just Lightning Spear. Yeah, just Lightning Spear, alright. Yeah, I was hoping for another Great Lightning Spear, but eh. So here's the jump across. Hopefully we make this one this time. Oh my... Gravity. Jeez, number one cause of death in Souls games. Oh my god. You would think I would get... well... Alright, so I'm going to pause it here again and go grab my stuff. I can't believe I missed that jump. That was a... we have to clear this tower out again. But I'm going to pause it here and I'll see you back when I get my... when I make that jump. Alright, I'm back. Yep, sorry about that. I'm not going to bother using effigy to actually make it over there, so... yeah, we're just going to try our best. Hopefully we don't roll off like last time, but get a slight angle maybe. It actually might be better just to jump from up there, but I'm going to do it from here. There we go. Yeah, you can't roll at it straight on. Ooh, Dusk Urban Ring. Halberd and effigy, or broadsword and effigy, whatever. Yeah, you can't run at it straight on because you will roll off. You got to do it at a slight angle. Yeah. Yeah, this should be doable. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to run all the way back up. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, but I'll have to go through some mannequins again. Great. Yeah, this run right here. This little... there's another one. There we go. If I can hit them in the sweet spot, I can kill them in 2 hits, but I have to pace or distance myself properly. That's the one thing that holds the halberds back here in Dark Souls 2. Yeah, he's not gonna be from his spot, so you don't have to worry about him. Yeah, so since I closed this gate, I actually can't go through this way. I have to. So yeah, probably not the smartest idea to close that gate, but it doesn't really affect our traversing of the tower. It just blocks a path that we could use. Alright, so now we can actually press forward into the tower, finally. Ugh. Stupid jump. Yeah, whatever. We got it done, that's what matters. Alright. Fake wall. Bam. Ooh. Magic Stone, Ring, and Charm. Nice. That was a pretty lucky drop. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna get quite a few of those lingering dragon crest rings, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, the hallway. I know there's probably a better way to deal with this, but actually, let me... if I get your attention and make you run through the pots. Don't get poisoned. Are you resistant to poison? You probably are, for all I know. Alright. Again, this should be a sorceress to our right. Yep. Alright. This should be a spot where the Forlorn can invade, I'm pretty sure. I think they could invade in there, I believe. up here. Fake wall on either side. One should have a chest. I think it's a dragon bone. Better find something. Alright. The other side should have a hidden bonfire. Alright. I don't think I need the bonfire now. Let me deal with this room. Luckily, the halberd's attack is a downward slash, so that's nice. Thank you. The mimic. Oh, you're done. I always expect this to do less damage, but nope. There's the hook and the dark gloves. Ferrous lockstone for a healing pool. Otherwise it'd be a poison pool if the contraption was still running around. Well, not the contraption. If the windmill was still running, that'd be poison instead of healing water. You. Yeah, halberd's very strong if you hit this weak spot, but otherwise, pretty, yeah. There we go. Cuffs, this should be a poison stone. Yep. Alright, this should be Mytha, the Baneful Queen. Alright. We could summon Jester Thomas. Again, he'll probably do a lot of the work for us, but I'm going to do this without him. Just cuz. That on there. Alright. Yeah, we'll use a repair powder. Might as well. Alright, so Mytha, the Baneful Queen. Again, super weak to fire, so that's why we're going to stick with our halberd, fire spells, all that jazz. So hopefully we shouldn't be too hard. She can still hit pretty hard, so we just got to be careful about that. This won't work. Well, I mean, no, it won't really do it much in the fights. This might do something. She might hit too hard anyway, so change that out. Maybe that's just physical damage. I want something that does fire. Yeah. Faster cast, maybe? Yeah, probably cast. I'm gonna probably try and get my fireballs off. Alright, so Mytha, Baneful Queen. Yeah, pretty straightforward. You can cut off her tail, but it doesn't really do anything, so it's just there just for, a challenge if you want to do it. It's the tip of her tail, not her whole tail, but I think it does affect one attack, her little tail swipe if you get behind her, but yeah, it's meh. So, alright. Alright, Mytha, let's go. Okay, that should be a little poison pool in the ring. not bad. Ow. Yeah, she hurt. But we hurt back, so. Oh, I didn't dodge it quick, but yeah. Somehow we avoided the first hit. And I didn't have no stamina. Double chug. Get away from the poison. Get out of the poison. Come on. No. Yeah, we stunned her there at the end. Alright. Mytha, Baneful Queen, Soul, and Covetous Silver Serpent Ring, +2. Oh, alright. A little. She hits pretty hard, yeah. Yeah, getting. It's New Game Plus. Gotta keep reminding myself it's New Game Plus, so enemies are gonna hit pretty hard. Yep. So. And again, this armor set's not the best physical defense, but it works. Yep. So Mytha drops the Silver Serpent Ring +2 in New Game Plus and beyond. So if you want a lot of souls, use the Bonfire Ascetic, I believe, at the bonfire. I don't know if it's the one out there or the one by the little windmill. One of those, I think, affects this room, this boss fight. So. If you want the Silver Serpent Ring +2 early on, Bonfire Ascetic out there, beat her up. Combine that with the Seldora set, and it's about, I think, 50% or so extra souls. So yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. It adds up pretty quickly. So, yay! Yeah, but I'm at the point where I need a ton of souls just to level up. So, all right, Mytha. And now we'll take the impossible elevator up. Here we go. Alright, now we'll be on to the Iron Keep. Here's the transition. Alright. There we go. Everyone's favorite Iron Keep. Hit the bonfire. That's a ton of damage. We're not going to even bother getting some of this stuff right now. What's our time? I could. I'm not going to do the Iron Keep just yet. So actually, with the time we have left, let's go back to the Undead Purgatory, take care of the... I think the quickest way is still here. Yeah, we'll go back to the Undead Purgatory because I don't feel like farming the Necromancers anymore. I already got the armor that I wanted out of them. And all that's left is their staff, so... Alright, so I'm going to pause it here again, make my way to the Cherry boss arena, and I'll see you when I get back. Alright, I'm back. Yep, sorry about that. I ran from the bonfire all the way here to the Undead Purgatory. Yep, yeah, took care of all the little Red Phantom guys, including this little bum that respawns. Yep, so we're here. Alright. So we're not going to see the cutscene, which is fine. It's just, you know, the Cherry coming along, Skeletons open the gates, gets mowed down by the chariot, blah, blah, blah. So, yep. So for this, actually don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I'm going to try and get the little special little animation that the chariot can do. If you can damage the chariot before you close the gate, well, as long as you don't close the gate, if you do enough damage to the chariot, it'll fail to make the jump across. It'll kind of get stuck like Ceaseless Discharge in Dark Souls 1. It'll kind of hang off the ledge, give it a few pokes, and it'll fall to its doom. So I'm gonna try and do that. I don't think I'll be able to pull it off, but I'm gonna try at least. I might need my poison. I might need this. So all right. Yeah, setups kind of be similar. I might. There are skeletons. Actually, I don't think I need this. Not with the halberd anyway. So let me put that on. All right. Yeah, so the key is to take care of some of the skeletons, then quickly take care of the necromancer. And once you take care of the necromancer, is to clear out the batch of skeletons. Yeah, they're in 2 batches. There's the first necromancer with 3 skeletons tied to him. Then the second necromancer, I think, with I believe 6 skeletons somehow. But yeah, so we're gonna deal with the skeletons, then the necromancer, then the chariots. So, all right, this we'll see. We'll see. Once I clear out the skeletons and the necromancer, then I'm gonna try and get the chariot done. But all right, let's do this. Yeah, the chariot starts there, and he's going to run around. Alright, so that's actually pretty good. Right. Run past the skeletons. Throw an alluring skull every now and then. There we go. Oh, another robe. Take care of these skeletons so I don't have to worry about them. Can we? You can dodge through the chariot. It's not easy, but you can do it. There we go. Let's throw some skulls every now and then. He should be right around a bend. Yeah, there he is. Ow. Die. Alright. Necromancer's down. We'll have to deal with the skeletons before we deal with the chariot. But hopefully the chariot should help out. Alright, that should be all the skeletons. Alluring skull. Alright, so we're going to try and damage the chariot here. This might take a while, so I might have to speed this up. Or cut to the end, but I'm going to try. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, see, we can damage the chariot even though it's not, you know... This might be difficult. Alright, so this is the plan. We're just going to sit here, fire off 2 bolts, dodge through the wheels. Hopefully make it a poison proc. Probably not, but we'll see. There it is. Poison's procced. So we're just going to sit here and do this. So I'm going to speed it up here and see when I get back. Or hopefully when it's done, anyway. Ah, there it goes. Yep. Here it failed to make the jump, so it's hanging on for dear life. Give it a good whack to the face. Instant death. Victory achieved. Execution of Chariot Soul and the Colanthi Ring, +2. Alright. Ah, alright. Just for the Colanthi Ring, +2 is to come back and get this guy, just for that one ring. Yep. Yeah, you saw, like, I think he was down to about, I think, a third, quarter health, give about. He failed to make the jump. He's hanging on for dear life. One good hit sends him plummeting to the abyss. Yep. So, didn't take as long as I thought. Poison definitely helped out, but, yeah. Alright. Yeah, including the chariot just for the Colanthi Ring +1 is definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Alright. So now we're here. I do the Brotherhood of Blood, which I don't feel like doing, but... alright. Some cracked red eye orbs. Could sell those to Gavlon. I think that's it, yeah. These are the PvP altars if we were online. Alright. Alright. You know what? And with that, we'll call an episode. Yeah, because I have no desire to talk to Titty Grin over there, so we're just gonna leave him alone. Yep. Because I don't think he sells anything new in the New Game Plus, so it's like, eh. The only reason to kill him now would be to get another copy of his scythe, but I don't really care for the scythes anyway. So, alright. Yep. And yeah, again, with that, we'll call an episode. Yep. Ran through the Earthen Peak. Yep. Not that big of an area, no. I mean, if you could probably run through it pretty quickly, you just have to dodge all the mannequin ambushes, but for the most part, not a big area. Yeah, not a big area. Yeah, just deal with some mannequins, Steelworker, the Grave Lord, the Grave Servant, I mean. Yep. The first change we noticed was the Desert Sorceress. Yeah. In New Game, it's just another mannequin archer, but nope. New Game Plus, it's a sorceress. At least I'm pretty sure it's a change. I can always double check, but I'm positive it was an archer in the New Game, but yeah, so that's an interesting little change in New Game Plus. Yeah, so we dealt with that. Another mannequin trap. Attempted to jump across to the poison broadsword with the sorceress was failed, obviously. I'm pretty sure you can with the butterfly sets. I probably jumped too early, but yeah. Oh well. Oh well. And we just made our way through Earthen Peak as I did in New Game. Yep. Pretty sure don't really recognize anything new. Pate didn't give us anything because we didn't summon him during the last giant boss fights, which is fine. I mean, you can always kill him to get his stuff, but let's see. Great heavy soul arrow, lightning spear down below. Pate. Trap chest with the Ferris Lockstone. Attempted to jump across to the broadsword, failed. Well, twice technically, but yeah, third time's the charm. So we just had to angle it a little bit so we didn't roll off the edge. That sorceress dropped, I think, a ring and a Duskherb, I think. There was a poison broadsword in the effigy. Yeah, hopped back across, made back up to the top. Made away, found a Laddersmith Gilligan, paid him 2,000 souls for the Twinkling Time Knight, and I think something else. I can't remember what else. So, which I used the Twinkling Time Knight to upgrade the halberd here again to +2. Climbed up the tower, the fake wall that leads to the Desert Sorceress on the little balcony that rains down into the Harvest Valley. She dropped a lot of stuff. She dropped her Dragon Charm, her ring, and another Duskherb. So that was a good drop from her. Spell Quartz Ring +1, which I'm just going to put in the box. The Shadow, another Sorceress. The 2 hidden walls above the hallway to the boss. Dealt with the Mimic, that dropped the hook, the Work Hook, and the Dark Gauntlets, I think? Or Dark Leggings, one of those. Then we cleared out the Wardens in front of Mytha. Took on Mytha, the Baneful Queen. Gave us a little bit of trouble, just because she hit harder than I anticipated. But she did eventually fall to the halberd, so yay. All is good that ends. All is well that ends well. She dropped her soul and the Covetous Serpent Ring +2. Yep. And then after that, we went up to the Iron Keep, the bonfire at the beginning, warped back here to the Undead, to the Husband's Copse. Made my way here to the Undead Purgatory, where we took on the Executioner Chariot. Yep. Cleared out the skeletons and the necromancers in there. Used our alluring skull to kind of group up the skeletons out of our way. So had the chariot help us take care of the skeletons, and then we did the alternate deaths of the chariot, if you want to call it that. If you damage the chariot enough, it'll fail to make the jump across the gap. And it'll kind of get stuck. At which point you just need to hit it once and it falls down to its death. So, yep. I did use poison arrows for that. That did speed up the process. But, yep. You don't really see that often. You don't really see that too often. No. But, yay, I did it. Yep. Came up here, hit the bonfire, grabbed the red eye orbs in the corner, and I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, nothing really worthwhile. Not that I could tell anyway. Yeah, the only change in Earthen Peak that I noticed was the at the beginning, where there was the change from the Mannequin Archer to the Desert Sorceress. Yeah, that's the only change that I noticed. Can't really think of anything else that might have changed. If there was anything different, it was probably like an upgrade, like instead of life gems, radiant gems, or instead of like a shard, a large shard, or something like that. But I didn't notice anything else. So, yep. Earthen Peak. Yep. And then next episode we'll tackle everyone's favorite Iron Keep. Yep, that is going to be fun. No, it's not going to be fun. It's going to be tedious, because dealing with all those Alon Knights again is just going to be ugh. Dealing with those invaders again is going to be ugh. There's going to be Red Phantom Knights in there as well. I can already tell you that. I know there's one Red Phantom NPC by the last bonfire where you turn off all the fires. There's one in that little empty space. Yeah, so he's going to be up there as well. And then there's Belfry Soul we're going to have to deal with. Yeah. Yeah, fun. Iron Keep's probably going to be 2 episodes if I don't rush it. But yeah, I also have no plans to get those little items in the fire. I have no plans for that. I'm pretty sure they're all the same, so I'll probably get them on my own just to make sure, but I'm pretty positive there's no changes. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, next episode, the Iron Keep. But again, that's for another episode, and I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.